This was a $20 scrap. Most people would pass on it. But if you handle it the right way, it turns into something completely different. Nothing complicated here, just a few things that actually matter. No shortcuts, just doing it the right way. So this is a pretty cool little kit I got off of Amazon. Came with the bushing, came with a 16th inch and a eighth inch and a quarter inch. What makes it really cool though is that you have these two bushings that go on the bushing. So this goes with the eighth inch and this goes with the quarter. This just slips on with an O-ring and allows you to cut your recess, take the bushing off, and cut your insert. So we're gonna get this cut off and we'll get it inserted and we'll see how it fits. That would be mistake one. I was supposed to take this bearing off. So we try again. That fits so tight. Very nice fit. Love the kit. I'll put the link in the description below. One thing you have to do with these router kits is make sure and just round just a little bit on these corners. But it slid right in. It's gonna. You'll see when we get that sanded, it's gonna be beautiful. This is where it either works or it doesn't. Fit matters more than anything here. When it goes in tight, it pulls everything back together. So we're mixing the epoxy. Got the two parts in. We're gonna mix it kind of gently, try to reduce the bubbles. And we're gonna mix it till it starts to go back clear. Once it starts to go back clear is generally when it's well mixed. At which point we're gonna add a little bit of this epoxy, this mica powder in iridescent blue. This is one of those things I feel like I made way too much, but definitely better to make too much than not enough. And you can believe this. You spill a little of this, the little of this goes a long way. So you want to make a mess of your shop, drop one of these. Drop a comment if you've ever done that before. Another hint that this is getting well mixed is you'll feel it when you first start stirring it. It's very tight. And you'll feel it start to loosen up as it starts to incorporate together. I believe we're ready. Here, just take your time. You don't want to get it all over your board, so. Like that. Luckily, looks like our tape is holding. Tyvek, so that's good. Now we just got to get it topped off. Here, just kind of moving the epoxy around, make sure that we have it on in all those cracks, topped off. There's no air pockets down below. Kind of moving around, make sure it's all in all the cracks and crevices. And at the end of it, you want it to be standing proud of your board so that you do not have a low spot in the morning when this is all nice and dry, and then you got to put more in there. So this is a tung oil and beeswax blend that I've been trying. Definitely takes more coats than just with mineral oil, but I do think it gives a stronger, longer lasting finish. So I'll keep testing it, let you know what I come up with, but I really so far like it. Like I said though, it does take 3 or 4 coats to really get it to fill up the pores, with a day or two of rest time and soak time or dry time in between. But really gives a nice finish. Put it on kind of heavy, and we're going to let it set for about, we're going to go ahead and flip it to the other side and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, maybe longer, maybe 30 minutes. And then we'll wipe it dry, let it dry overnight, and repeat for the next couple of days. And now it's not scrap anymore. Most people would have skipped this, and they would have been wrong. Until next week, get in the shop and be a maker.